Good evening. Tonight I would like to speak about the transportation and logistics business. I've been involved in this business as a dispatcher and as an operation manager for the past year. I would like to speak about three topics about the transportation business that play a large role. First of all, I would like to discuss the broker profits versus the driver profits. I would like to also highlight the importance of the relationship between the dispatchers and the drivers, and I would like to finalize with a glimpse of the life of these drivers. It all starts at 7 a.m. Brokers upload their loads on these electronic load boards where people such as myself, operations managers and dispatchers, acquire these loads to assign their drivers to. The way that brokers get their loads is they make cold calls to different shippers and different manufacturing facilities that make everything that we use, we eat, we consume. They get these loads, they might get 6 a month, they might get 150 a month. For example, financially, they get these loads at $5,000. They upload these loads into the electronic load boards and advertise them for $2,000. My job comes in when I try to get these loads and I negotiate them in order to maximize my profits, and I try to negotiate them for more money. What ends up happening more often than not is I get $200, sometimes $300, sometimes even $400 more above what's advertised. So I end up getting $2,400. But may I remind you that these brokers just grossed $2,500 off of a $5,000 load, which basically we take $2,400 and they keep $2,600. Mind you, I've seen criteria and I've seen standards that call for a less profit for these brokers. Nevertheless, profit because they deserve to get paid as well, of course, but a little bit less profit for them and a little bit more for drivers because after all, they go through the hardship of taking these loads from New York to California, from California to anywhere, from anywhere in the country, including Mexico and Canada, and even driver assist in which they have to assist in loading these materials in their trailers. Now, the relationship between people such as myself, operation managers and dispatchers, and drivers is very essential to this business. It is very important because it maximizes profit at the end of the day. Not always is the driver and operation manager going to be on the same time zone. For example, I may be on Eastern time right now, but my driver is on Western time. And the importance of the relationship comes into play in times like this. I wake up at 7 a.m. on my Eastern time, and he's in Western time, and it's 5 a.m. But when I wake up to work as normal at 7 a.m., I see loads that I know for a fact that will not come up again. And because I have such a close relationship with my driver, I know that he will do this load, and I know that actually, he would be happy for me to accept this load on his behalf without me having to call him at 5 o'clock in the morning. So, it's very important that we keep that closeness and that communication because I know that my driver is out there to maximize profit, and their life is very difficult. Yes, some drivers choose to be in this business. Others do it for the love. Others do it for the profit. Some do it for both. But nevertheless, it's a hardship. It's hard for them. They're away from their families. They're away from their friends. They're away from their loved ones. I've known drivers that are gone for weeks on end. I've known drivers that, have been starting successful relationships and unfortunately they have not succeeded because they don't have that closeness, they don't have that foundation with their mate. And, unfortunately, that ends. So, as dispatchers, and operation managers, we are assistants. We are the other hand. We are the right hand. That's what we're supposed to be. But nevertheless, we are friends and confidants as well, because life on the road is not easy. Thank you very much for listening to me tonight. This topic is very important for me because as consumers, and I am a consumer as well, we tend to forget that everything that makes us happy and everything we use that makes us all warm and fuzzy comes aboard a semi truck. And that, drivers should be making a little bit more. Why not? Should be making a little bit more than what they're making now. And, even though they do profit, life on the road is hard. It's fright, sweat, but wheels, and they keep rolling. Thank you.